The US presidential candidate from the Green Party has earlier on this evening been arrested in Texas as she tried to help protesters opposing the building of a pipeline. Jill Stein was supporting activists who've been camped out for over a month among trees in the path of a planned pipeline extension. Let's get the latest on this. Talk to Scott McLarty. He's the media coordinator for the Green Party. Mr. McLarty, good evening. Can you outline for us why was Jill Stein forbidden from supporting the activists? What's the backstory here?
Well, Dr. Stein was assisting the activists in order to make a statement that the Keystone XL pipeline represented an expansion of fossil fuel consumption at a time when we're witnessing the effects of either the effects of climate change itself, or we're witnessing what climate change will look like. We can't say for certain that
Hurricane Sandy is a
direct result of climate change yet, because although it is obvious that weather patterns are systematic, but even if that is not true, we can say this is what we're going to see more and more of throughout the
Scott, I don't know if you can hear me. I just wanted to get to the nitty-gritty. What's she allegedly been arrested for? What's she allegedly done wrong?
She was delivering supplies to the protesters. And I understand that they were camping out in trees. They were in the way of the construction of the pipeline. Now, I'm still receiving details. I haven't gotten everything yet. There have been updates posted at Dr. Stein's campaign website, which is jillstein.org, JILLSTEIN.org.
I know you're going to beg to differ with me, but I guess some people are asking, has she got her priorities right? You know, what was she trying to achieve by going to aid the eco-activists, no matter how important it was in Texas, when at the same time both Obama and Romney are focused on those huge relief efforts for Superstorm Sandy?
Well, Mr. Obama and Mr. Romney are doing some good work in focusing on the relief efforts. But let's also remember that both of those two candidates declined to talk at all about climate change during the 3 debates that took place earlier this month. We find it reckless and irresponsible that both the Democratic and Republican candidates for president never once mentioned climate change at all during these debates.
Well, of course, Jill Stein is due to take part in the final third-party debate on the 5th of November, which we're showing here on RT. Indeed, we spoke to her last week. Is the timing of her arrest significant? I mean, is she going to be out in time if she's locked up temporarily? Is she going to be out in time to take part in this, do you think?
Well, we hope that Dr. Stein is just being detained now for a very brief amount of time. We do know that the last time Dr. Stein was arrested, about 2 weeks ago, when she attempted to enter the Obama-Romney debate that was taking place at Hofstra University on Long Island, she and running mate Sherry Honkala were detained and handcuffed to a chair for 8 hours before being released.
What's the general view on that action? I mean, Stein was arrested, as you said, a couple of weeks back when she tried to take part in one of those TV debates between Obama and Romney. It begs the question, is it fair that third-party candidates haven't been given an opportunity to campaign on equal terms with the two main parties? And, hey, look what happens when they try to do so.
Well, it's absolutely unfair and anti-democratic, and the reason for it is that the Obama-Romney debates are sponsored by the Commission on Presidential Debates, which is itself owned by the Democratic and Republican parties for the express purpose of privileging their own candidates and excluding other candidates. And we call that an outrage.
OK, Scott, thanks for your thoughts. Thanks for taking the time to be with us tonight. Scott McLarty, the media coordinator for the US Green Party. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.